right, that was excruciating. Tough loss for the Padres earlier tonight to the Dodgers, dropping the last two games of the series after Kershaw crying meme gate as the series flips. And the Dodgers really, I mean, two games that were winnable. And starting pitching was excellent for the Padres all weekend long. Padres 26 outs. Out of way, Mookie Betts ties it. Dodgers score 3 in the 10th, and the Padres fall 5-2. So, okay, make your way in. There's a lot to get into. We'll be with you for the next hour or so. I know a couple of supers have already come in, and we will get to those supers in a moment. Again, as always, please subscribe. We've got year-round Padres content for you. Smash the like button for us if you wouldn't mind. Follow us on Twitter at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. Thank you for your support with the Super Chats. Click the $ below the chat box. We get to all of the Super Chats, as you know. Great way to support this channel. Also, thank you for your memberships. If you want custom emojis and badges, you want to support this channel, click join to become a member. Let me just get right to the Supers, Jim, and then we can get into this thing as the Padres lose just I don't know, heartbreaker, I guess. Fortunately, it's May, not October, but this was not a good weekend. It was not a good night for the Padres. Thank you, Juan Soto Walks, for the super chat. He says, still waiting for this team to rake per Manny Machado. They're doing the opposite of that at home, Jim, so far this year.
Their last two games, they are 3 for 14 with runners in scoring position, and they have left on base. Let me just tally this up right here. Hold on. Left 7 on base last night, and then today they left on 8, so that's 15. Not some crazy number, right? Really it's not like 27 or like 2 for 20. Yeah. Right? It's not crazy. But here's the thing. This is now a trend at home that has been, it feels like it's gone on for the last dating back to last season, where
not scoring at home?
They can't score at home. They just can't. For whatever reason, they have a couple good games on a homestand where they score like 6 runs and they score like 7 runs. And, like maybe they score in, one game they go crazy and they score 10 runs. It's happened this year. But who they are at home are the last 2 games. That's mostly who the Padres team is at home. And that's a problem. Because the outliers are the games where they score 6 or 7 runs, not the norm, which it should be at home.
Yeah, the thing is, it's all screwy now because they're quote unquote 10-11 at home, but they're not. They're 8-11 at Petco Park, and if you look at their home scoring numbers, they're going to show half decent because of the 16-run game and the 6-run game. That was 22 runs in 2 games. They haven't scored at home. They have not been good at home. They've played in front of 13 sellouts, and they're 8-11. Mm-hmm. So Juan Soto Walks, good point. How long are we going to wait? The quarter poll is in 5 games. A quarter of the season is in 5 games, and the Padres have played 21 home games if you include Mexico City. Carson, I like this. I like how you're taking this well. He says the worst day of his adult life.
Hold on. Let me rephrase that for you. This is the worst day of your adult life right today. Now.
So far.
It can always get worse.
Oh, here's the thing. When you get the first 2 outs in the 9th inning and you got Josh Hader on the mound, and I know it's Mookie Betts, I thought he hit a pretty good pitch. Mm-hmm. It's a 3-1 fastball in that he completely is able to turn on and get out of the way of. That is not easy to do. But that's just your backbreaker. You figure at that point the game's over. Eduardo Perez makes his absurd comment after that half inning. Nando, that's what a superstar looks like. Where did that come from?
What the
You were waiting on that until the game-tying home run in the 9th inning after the guy goes like 6 for 12 this series in Fernando Tatis Jr. with like 5 home runs?
I'll get to Eduardo Perez in a second, but first the Josh Hader in the 9th inning. I have zero anger towards it. I have zero problem with it. Because you have your best on the mound against their best, and their best beat you. It would be one thing if like Brent Honeywell was on the mound in the 9th inning, and Mookie Betts did that with Josh Hader still in the bullpen, like game 5 last year in the NLCS. Mm-hmm. Right? If Harper hit a home run off of Hader,
we wouldn't have talked about it.
I would have been fine with it, just like how I'm fine with it tonight. That's just. I hate using this phrase, but the cliche wheel, right? It's landing on that's baseball today. And that really is baseball. Like that, you have your best pitcher against their best hitter. And guess what? Their best hitter won. There's nothing you could do about it. And I would choose to have Josh Hader on the mound 10 out of 10 times against Mookie Betts. No questions asked. So they didn't lose the game because of that. If anybody's upset with Josh Hader, who has had a fantastic start to the season so far, for giving up that homer to Mookie Betts in the ninth, you're barking up the wrong tree, because that's not what this is about.
You're also barking up the wrong tree if you're upset at Bob Melvin.
Oh,
because Bob Melvin's job was done when he put Josh Hader on the mound with a 2-1 lead. What else could Bob Melvin have done?
Nothing.
Other than get to Josh Hader in the ninth inning. And when the Dodgers score 3 runs in the 10th inning, it has nothing to do with Bob Melvin. When they score 3 2-out runs, that has nothing to do with Bob Melvin. That has everything to do with the Dodgers being clutcher than the Padres were this weekend.
Bob Melvin, up until that point, had a fantastic masterclass game out of the bullpen. Tim Hill came in, got the job done.
Steve Wilson.
I mean,
Nick Martinez.
The jams that he got out of. Credit to Steven Wilson tonight. He looked great, even though he started out very rocky. And then Nick Martinez has been just a go-to clutch guy out of the bullpen. And you bring in Josh Hader with a 1-run lead in the ninth. There's nothing else you could do as a manager. This is not on Bob Melvin. This is not on Josh Hader. This is not on the bullpen. This is not on anything other than the offense, frankly.
All right, let's get to this. All right, guys, as you make your way in, John and Jim with you on the wrap-up show. We have a great Mother's Day and Father's Day gift idea for you coming up in a moment, so we will share that with you in a moment, so stay with us. Padres lose to the Dodgers in 10 innings, 5-2. Please subscribe, and please, we appreciate your support of this channel with the Super Chats, like this one from Vector53. If you want to contribute and support the work we do day in and day out and make sure we interact with your comments, just click the $ below the chat box. Vector, thank you. He says this offense plays like a wave, ebbs and flows. It's not really a wave for me. It's home road. Yeah, everywhere but Petco Park, they've been good, whether it's Mexico City, Atlanta, right? I mean, they weren't great against the Cubs in Chicago. They weren't great against the Mets in New York, but they've been much better on the road than they have been at home. The ebb and flow for me is in San Diego and outside of San Diego. For whatever reason, we can't be blaming the weather today. 70 and sunny at 4 o'clock. You score 2 runs with your first 3 batters. Mm-hmm. You got a 2-0 lead before the game starts, and then you don't score in another 10 innings?
You had 3 doubles in the first inning, even though it really should have been 2. I mean, that ball that Mookie dropped, hard to call it a double. The ball that got
by him, or the ball that...
No. The ball that he dropped for Bogarts.
Gotcha.
That was called a double. But the ball that got by him was just a horrible route, and it was a rocket by Machado.
It was.
Yeah, I mean, look, this offense is going to be the reason why this team does not get to where it wants to get to, I feel like. If that's the case, unless these guys wake up, and I'm talking about Machado and not Machado, but tonight Soto, especially, mostly Soto. Mm-hmm. I think you can point a lot of this here. And I mean, I hate to do it on one guy, but Juan Soto, the disappointment of Juan Soto, his time in a Padres uniform, I feel like if you're looking at the root or like the cause, the nucleus of the offensive issues with this team, that's kind of just like spread like wildfire to the entire lineup. I'm going to pick Juan Soto as when he's not getting it done. If he's not getting it done, and his struggles offensively, I feel like just is what's it called? Like a chain reaction. And him tonight with the drop in left field and going 1 for 5, not much impact in this series offensively. I'm sorry, John. I have to put this on Juan Soto, and I'm going to do it.
Listen, heavy is the head that wears the crown, so we can get into that. I mean, I think, Soto had that 6-game run where he was good, and then these 3 games against the Dodgers were not good. Mm-hmm. Here's something for you that I don't think many people are talking about. Has anyone looked at Xander Bogaerts over the last, weeks? Yeah, he had a hit yesterday, he hit today. He's something like 8 for his last 50. I'm making that up. He's somewhere around there. He's under 200 in his last 50 ABs. So Bogaerts is not hit for power.
His last 15 games, Bogaerts is hitting 200 with an OPS of 668.
So he's really cooled off. Now Machado has heated up, although again we're waiting on the power. Yeah, I know he had a double in this game. So yeah, Machado has played better. Tatis has been great. I'm with you on Soto. No, I'm with you on Soto. I don't. Again, it's tough to put it on any one player. Like I'm not going to really put it on Soto when you're leading with 2 outs in the 9th inning, but you lose the game, so you can look towards Juan Soto, I guess.
Here's why I am the chart of where I'm going at is of why this team can't score any runs. It feels like, and the issues with the offense continues every single game. It feels like, or every other game, and why I'm putting Juan Soto at the top of that list. We were all told and given a bill of goods about Juan Soto being this generational type of player. Okay. The guy that he was in Washington, the guy who at 21 or 22 years old in the World Series in game 6 or 7, I think it was game 6 or 7.
He was 19.
19. Okay. It's 19.
Yep.
Who had clutch hit after clutch hit and had a absolute tear. Went on an absolute tear in the postseason with the Nationals. His 2020 season and even his 2021 season, and then his age 19 year were incredible. Okay. So when the Padres go and trade every single one of their top picks in their organization, every single one of their prize prospects to get this guy. And if you were to take away the name and you're just showing me the stats, this guy is below average at best. I mean, he's average at best.
No, because the expectations are so high. That's not accurate. His OPS plus is maybe in the 140 range. I mean, he's not an average
Where's the
player.
impact, John?
The expectations are.
Where's the impact?
He's second on the team in OPS. I mean, I understand the blame, but
okay, that's fine. His OPS is fine. But I'm talking about impact player, a guy that makes a difference at the plate, day in and day out.
I mean,
when is he going on a tear? When is he going on a tear for this team?
Well, I'll tell you, last week when we said he went on a tear.
For more than 6 games.
Well, that hasn't yet happened, but there's still 137 games this year.
Here's my point. He hasn't done it last year. He hasn't done it this year. He had some great.
Yeah, but I mean, to put this series on Juan Soto is
I'm not putting it on Juan
Soto.
I'm not putting the series on Juan Soto. That's not what I said. I said
no. You did. You said it starts. The blame starts with Juan Soto.
No. I'm talking about the offense, John, and I'm talking about the offense as a whole from the start of the season. I'm not talking about the series.
No, most people are going to agree with you. I disagree.
I'm talking about the reason why this offense has been very inconsistent at best, and I think and one of the reasons why they haven't hit their stride.
Yeah,
I'm putting Juan Soto at the top of my list because he has not made the type of impact that every single one in that organization expected to get.
That's fine, but he hasn't killed this team on offense either. If you look at the numbers, he just hasn't this year. We can pretend like he has, but he's got a 780 OPS, which is well above league average, and he's not killing this team on offense. I mean, he might be awful at home, which is factual, but I don't think the reason that the Padres lose this series or the Padres lose today or the fact that this offense sucks at home is solely on Juan Soto. You can agree or disagree. Put it in the chat. Let me get to JD Gaucho, who, by the way, is a Dodgers fan, but a loyal viewer and listener. Since Pods wanted the bullseye on their backs, they got it. Heavy's the head that wears the crown, our line. Dodgers ripped the series away. They did. I mean, this was very winnable yesterday. Very winnable for the Padres. They couldn't do it. Very winnable today for the Padres. They couldn't do it. And it's not going to be easy. Now that we've seen the Dodgers one time through, it's not going to be easy. You know, I mean, there's so much baseball in front of both of these teams. Padres are a game over 500. I mean, the Dodgers at some point are going to go on a run. They're in it right now. What if they won 8 of 9? They're 21-14. So this is not going to be easy. And if the Padres continue to play 500 baseball, they'll be lapped. They'll be 8 out. They'll be 10 out at some point. So the Padres are going to need to make their run as well. But for everyone that thought the Dodgers were going to go quietly into the night when they started 13-13, they've awoken, you know, and they're 21-14 and they're playing good baseball. All right, Let me get to this super from Jake. Jake, what's going on, man? Thank you. Thank you for membership as well. Runners in scoring position, trash. Soto, what's that emoji?
Trash.
Is it?
Oh, cold.
Cold.
It's like ice cold.
Tatis Jr. can't do everything. Go Suns. Okay. I'm with you on Tatis. He definitely cannot do everything. And they have not hit with runners in scoring position all year. And Soto has not been the player that anyone was expecting. But is that why they're 18 and 17? Because Soto is not the player that they were expecting?
No, that's not. And again, I'm not saying that Juan Soto is the only reason why this team is 18 and 17 and super inconsistent on offense. There are multiple reasons for this. All right. What I'm saying is, if you were to give me a chart of, all right, give me number 1 reason, number 2 reason, number 3 reason, number 4 reason, I think, along with, I mean, if you want to go team wide, they can't hit with runners in scoring position. All right. That to me probably is the biggest one of them all. But if you're looking at just play individual players, it's very hard for me not to put Juan Soto at the top of that list. Like he just,
how can you put Juan Soto at the top of the list when Manny Machado has been far worse? I mean, why? Because Manny Machado had 2 hits today or 3 hits. I mean, Manny Machado has not been near the player Juan Soto has been. I don't know if we're watching the same games or not.
Because Manny Machado has more of an impact on the game than Juan Soto does.
Not this year.
Here's the thing. Even when Manny's not hitting, we know both that will say his defense is spectacular.
Yeah, that's great.
The drop
how many
from
games
Soto
has he won with his glove
kind of
this year?
pathetic.
How many times has Manny Machado won a game with his glove?
Yeah, he has. We've been on
this
here
year.
And we talked about it. Yes, he has.
Which one? I want to go back and watch it.
Where his defense has been amazing. And give me one game where Juan Soto has an amazing defense. I'll wait.
Well, yeah, but he plays left field. I mean, that's
he's a bad defender.
We know he sucks in the outfield. That's not really a.
So where's the impact there? Tell me the game that Juan Soto, and tell me the stretch that Juan Soto has had this a definitive.
He's had more of an offensive impact on this team this year in a stretch than Manny Machado has in any stretch.
His OPS is the softest 791 OPS I've ever seen in my entire life.
779
or 779. It's the softest 779
okay,
OPS.
You know what else is soft? You want to know what else is a soft OPS? Is Manny Machado's, even with his 3 hits tonight, which is still under 700, right?
692. It's not that great.
And by the way, all of that's in Mexico City, dude. You know where 100 points that 692 is in 2 days.
Okay, so you're putting Manny on top of your list, and I'll put Soto on top of my list.
Fair. Put it in the chat. Who do you think's been more accountable for the offensive struggles, Manny or Soto? I don't know why Manny gets a pass.
I'm not giving a pass to Manny because guess what? Manny's probably number 2 on my list. I'm not giving him a pass. I'm not saying that all is fine with Manny Machado. I'm just telling you, like, there's a pie chart, and a lot of that pie for me.
Wait, what kind of pie?
Probably like an apple pie with like a crumble topping, like a nice crumble top. It's like very gooey, right?
Yeah, I'm down. It's
delicious.
All right, let's get back to the supers here. We'll get into it. I mean, it's frustrating because this is a series you have to win. You win Friday night, you put the crying Kershaw up there, and then the Padres never win again. So that's going to be discussed now as well, as absurd as that is. Jake, thank you again. He says streaky long stretches of 0 runs, then 19 runs in one game. It was 16 in Mexico City. If we took the 16 out, I mean, I'm tempted to just do it. Let's just take those 2 games out, the 22 runs in 2 games.
You have to.
Then what are they scoring in the other 33 games? I mean, where are they? 25th in baseball in runs scored in those other 33 games? Probably.
It's pathetic. It's pathetic at home. It's pathetic.
Just everywhere.
They had a nice series against the Reds, but guess what? In that series, they got shut out in 1 game. So,
that's right.
I mean, I was hoping that was going to be the outlier because guess what? They had a great Friday night and they scored 5 runs. And I was like, cool. Maybe Tuesday is now the outlier at home. And majority of the time, this team is going to score runs at home. Wrong.
No, and we can't be blaming the weather. I mean, it's like the nicest weather of all time. I mean,
done with the fucking weather, dude.
Yeah, I can't blame a marine layer when it doesn't exist. And I can't blame it when Mookie Betts is hitting home runs, you know?
Yeah, I was out. I mean, I went outside today and got burned because I'm like the whitest kid in the
Exactly.
planet.
No, I'm with you.
The weather was amazing.
All right, 2023 regular season runs scored. The freaking Padres are 22nd in runs scored with Mexico City.
Take it out.
I mean, I wish I could and then equate it, with everyone taking 2 games. If I took those 2 games out, which I can't really do, they would have scored the 28th most runs in baseball, but that would be giving them 2 shutouts in those 2 games. But anyway, they should be 25th. They're 22nd. They should be 25th. If you took Mexico City out, they'd be like 25th in baseball in runs scored. That's inexcusable with the talent that they have. It's inexcusable.
Tonight, I listened to Xander Bogaerts' post game with Marty, and he kind of he said exactly what he said. He said, look, with the expectations that we went into with this year, the players we've had, the start of the season has been an absolute disappointment. Now, he did also say, like, we in this clubhouse don't feel like we're in this, like, DEFCON 1 red alert mode. Like, we don't feel like the sky is falling in this clubhouse. We feel like that, we've been inconsistent, but, we know that what we have in here, and we feel like we'll be better. But
yeah, well, I hope he's saying that.
Yeah, of course he's going to say that, but also saying, like, guess what? The expectations for this team coming in this year with the players that we've had, this is a disappointment so far.
I mean, 18-17, like, I mean, it is. I mean, they're going to Minnesota, a team that's had a really good start to their year. I mean, and then they go to Dodger Stadium. This is a tough road trip. You go 2-4 on this trip, you're under 500 if you go 2-4 on this trip, and you're at over the quarter point if you go 2-4 on this trip, and you'd be under 500. Rita, this is very generous. Thank you for your Superman. Guys, if you're here, please subscribe. Year-round Padres content. Thank you for your support of the channel with the Super Chats. Click the $ down below. Thank you for your memberships. Click join down below. Retod says, bright side is that good pitching doesn't slump, and we got Darvish, Snell, and Musgrove all looking as good as ever right now. Okay, that's very well said. Snell was really good yesterday.
Great.
Musgrove was outstanding today with one unearned run because of Soto. Yes, the pitching was really good. Now, will that continue on the road? Will it be the same when they go to Dodger Stadium next weekend? But that's a really good point. Snell's pitching as well as he has all year. Same can be said for Darvish and Musgrove, and that will ultimately carry the day.
Yeah, the bright spot here is that, why I'm not like I was last year when they lost to the Dodgers. I really don't feel that same way. Like,
Right.
I don't feel the same way as I did last year. It was like, oh God,
No, they're great games.
Continue to lose to the Dodgers. They can't beat them in the series. I don't feel like it right now because last year they got their asses fucking kicked every single time out. Like the games weren't even close last year. These games were so far to start way closer, and literally one play changes every single game. Maybe not Friday night, but definitely Saturday night and today. I mean, one play changes everything. So I'm more focused on the team, like what the Padres are doing, than them losing to the Dodgers. If that makes sense. Like, I'm more concerned about how the Padres are playing than how they just lost 2 or 3 to the Dodgers.
Yeah, I agree with that. Real quick, guys, I'm putting on the screen right now. I'm gonna put it on my head as well, and I'm taking my headset off for a second. Hold on. All right, the Foco straw cap.
Is that Kristen?
Okay. And if you want this thing, which is like the perfect Mother's Day or Father's Day gift, like, look at this thing, Jim.
It's great.
Here's the thing. If you want this is a great gift for Mother's Day or Father's Day. And the link is pinned at the top of the chat. And I wore this all weekend because it was sunny all weekend. And I didn't get burnt like Jim because I'm wearing this thing and it's covering my face. It's covering my neck. This thing was incredible. I'm wearing it at the zoo. I'm wearing it wherever the hell I was yesterday. I don't know where I was, but I was out a lot. Oh, Inflatable World in Mission Valley. I was rocking this thing.
You were at Inflatable World?
I don't know. It's by like the Mission Valley Mall, like Bed Bath & Beyond, where we saw that movie, whatever that thing is, whatever that mall is.
Oh, the Fashion Valley or the Mission Valley?
Mission Valley, I think. But anyway, if you want this San Diego Padres floral printed straw hat that I'm wearing right now that's on the screen, click the link pinned at the top of the chat. Get it for both Mother's Day and or Father's Day. Great gift idea. Perfect time of year with summer here. So pick it up. Thank you, Foco, for your support of this channel. And again, click that link pinned at the top of the chat if you want this hat. Look at this hat, Jim.
I know. I need it. You need to bring it to me tomorrow.
I have one for you.
I know.
It's dope.
I need it.
I know. Look at me. Like a model. Like Indiana Jones in this thing.
Right. You should, like...
Can you see where it says SD? It's hard with my lighting. Hold on. You see that?
No, it's great. I love that hat.
Sweet.
I actually we're at the beach today, and I told Aaron, I'm like, I need that like bucket beach hat that John has from Foco.
What beach were you at?
Dog Beach.
Del Mar?
No, Coronado.
Oh, okay. How'd the other half live?
Pretty nice. It's pretty
All right,
nice.
let's get back to the supers here. HBVVBRBFBBFBN, thank you. Trade Soto for Ohtani. Eduardo is a jealous old man.
Dude,
It's not happening.
Can we talk about that real quick?
What?
So the Eduardo Perez thing.
Mm-hmm.
I like Eduardo Perez. I don't have any problem. I'm not one of those like.
No, I don't.
No,
I think that. Why do you say that?
no, but
Okay.
don't worry, no, but
Yeah.
there's a but here. Like, first, I was gonna say I don't get the whole just bitching and whining nonstop about the broadcast. We all know it's not going to be a homer broadcast. We all know it's not down in mud. So why the fuck are we all bitching about it all the time?
Yeah, but the other way, where we're doing a
But
Mookie Betts.
But when
Love
you do that
fest?
shit, when Eduardo Perez goes out and like calls out Fernando Tatis Jr. for literally doing nothing, he's just like standing there and he's like, "That's what a superstar looks like." What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
What does that even mean?
I mean, get over yourself, bro.
I mean,
Eduardo,
he thinks Betts is better than Tatis because he hit a big home run. Tatis has hit big home runs.
Like, fuck off, dude. Really? Are we really
What
gonna?
was that?
I was such fucking Bush League bullshit. And I can say
Yeah,
that
that
all
was
here
crazy.
because I can't curse on the radio tomorrow when we talk about it. But I'm getting it all out right now. Like, that was some.
You better get the
straight up.
Kershaw stuff out right now, even though you did on Friday. Look what happened, man. That meme jinxed the team.
Okay. Please don't say that.
Run it back. I'm just trying to get you fired up.
Yeah.
Run it back. Thank you for your super. He says, is it time to have Tatis bat fourth? More RBI chances? No, would be my guess. I mean, I'm not opposed to Bogarts leading off and Tatis hitting cleanup, but I don't think it changes much. Could change something. You could benefit sometimes and fail to benefit other times. Very rarely is simple lineup construction the reason why a team is winning or losing. I mean, that's random. Like, it's hard to really parse down lineup construction and say that's the reason why a team is winning or losing. If Tatis is hitting, he's hitting. Like, I don't care where he's hitting. Lead off, eighth. He's hitting 2 home runs in a game. It's good.
When this team clicks, you got Tatis leading off. You had Manny hitting second, Soto hitting third, Bogarts hitting fourth. I'm not changing it. These guys need to perform, especially Soto. Plain and simple. Like, there's nothing wrong with their 1 through 4. At this point, we're just tinkering.
Right.
To tinker. We're just tinkering to tinker, and it's not gonna, I feel like, do anything. Like, oh, cool, they put Tatis in the cleanup spot and they scored 7 runs one game.
Mm-hmm.
That means Tatis is gonna hit cleanup to the rest of the year. Then who's your leadoff guy?
Bogarts.
Bogarts doesn't want to lead off.
He did start the year, didn't he?
Like a couple.
I thought he let off more than a couple times, I think. I think he could lead off because he's not a power guy and he gets on base, theoretically. But I leave it the way it is. Tatis has been great as the leadoff hitter.
The only problem with this lineup is that they're not performing. That's it.
Oh, that's a problem.
Like, it's not the way the lineup's constructed.
The only problem with this lineup is they can't hit. Other than that, they've been great.
Other than that, Miss Lincoln, how was the play?
Right. Okay.
Or Mr. Lincoln or Lincoln, how's the play?
No, Mrs. Lincoln. Mr. Lincoln was shot in the head, so he couldn't comment.
I know, John. I
know. JD Gacho, thank you for your super chat. He says, the thing is, John, with the spotlight on the Padres, the Dodgers can kind of fly under the radar in 2023 and fewer head-to-head chances for the Padres to catch up. Okay. There's so many games, though. It's not about catching up. Padres are 3 games out. There's 127 games to play. The Padres can catch up in 3 days. And it's also not, for me, about the Dodgers flying under the radar. I don't think the Dodgers will fly under the radar in Los Angeles. It's just about the Padres performing and living up to some level of expectation. Maybe it is about how do the Padres deal with expectations, and maybe they haven't dealt with expectations well. But this isn't about, there's fewer head-to-head chances, now the Padres are screwed. No, they're not. They could be 9 games out and still win this division. It's just they're going to have to play better than 18 and 17 to win this division.
They have to play a lot better. They're going to have to score runs. They're going to I can't even say pitch better because they pitched great this series.
Right.
I'm not, and I mean, Hader made one bad pitch. Like, not even a bad pitch. I don't even think it was a bad pitch. It was like middle in, or not middle in, but it was down. It was a slider down.
Yeah, I thought it was like in, like low and in.
Like, yeah, like almost like if Mookie didn't hit that, it's a back foot.
All right, I'm taking this hat off. But again, if you want it for Mother's Day or Father's Day, click the link pinned at the top of the chat. And the reason I'm taking it off is so I can put my headphones back on.
Yeah, like a normal person.
And I'm putting on my Parks and Normal cap. What's up, Parks and Normal? They're debuting a new Padres hat tomorrow. Check them out, parksandnormal.com. We have it. It's dope. Jason Ramirez, thank you for your super chat. We're going to tell you about Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance in a moment. Jason says, Snell pitched well with Sullivan. Melvin mentioned that Brett will have more playing time than Nola because he's hitting. Snell's new choice to catch him? Brett Sullivan? Sure. Who says no?
I mean, yeah. I think Brett Sullivan's done a nice job.
He has.
Major bummer that Luis Campusano got injured and he's been out for this long.
True.
But good for Brett Sullivan to step in and make the most of his opportunity. So you like to see that. But again, I just would have loved to see Luis Campusano actually stay healthy and be out there and contributing, because it felt like he was ready to start getting significantly more playing time.
Where the hell is he? What was the injury? A sprained thumb? I mean, geez.
I mean, the injury, the injuries, how they deal with this team. It's
Can't we just ice it?
I mean, someone hurts a finger and he's out for like 2 months.
I mean, the reason I'd be willing to excuse Machado is that he's hurt. And I'm presuming that to some extent he's been hurt this year. But if he's playing, it's hard to excuse. And again, he was good tonight. It's not about tonight with Machado. It's about the first 35 games, basically. And he's been better over the last week. There's no question about it. Vicious Pac-Man, thank you for your super. He says, I think the three of us could take Soto in a fight. I don't know about that.
I don't want to fight Juan Soto.
I don't think I really want to fight him.
I like Juan Soto.
Do you? All right. I don't know if Vicious Pac-Man does.
Vicious Pac-Man wants to fight him, like literally fight him.
Yeah. All right, Luis, thank you for this super chat. He says, 1 out away, you got to love baseball. I mean, and you kind of hate it. I mean, that's
fucking hate it.
I mean, Josh Hader, 0 blown saves, 1 run allowed this year, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago in April. 2 outs, nobody on, 2-1 lead, crowds on their feet, and Betts changes the game. And that's what great players do. Mookie Betts is one of the best players in the sport. There's no question about that. He was mic'd up during the game. I was listening to that. He said, hey, I love this dynamic between the Padres and the Dodgers. I love the fact that they're good. I said, I think it's a great rivalry. It keeps getting better. And he just added to it tonight. I think it's at the tip of the cap type thing to Mookie Betts. I mean, what else can you say? I mean,
nothing.
He came through in a big spot. Okay. Good for him.
It's mano y mano, your best against our best, and their best won, and you got nothing else you can say about that. It's not like it was an error that caused the Dodgers to tie the game up, or Bob Melvin didn't put in Josh Hader, or
right.
You know what I mean? Or like something, or
it's a great point.
Something like that. It was like you said, John, once you get to the 9th inning, and you have
if I'm Melvin, I'm hitting
1-run lead.
Let me know if we won.
You put in your guy and you sit back, and that's it. You have nothing else to do.
We'll get right back to the supers. Jim, can you pull down that super chat? I want to remind our viewers about our longtime partner, our title sponsor, Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. I've been talking to Mark all weekend. He's a great insurance agent. He is as big of a Padres fan as you're ever going to meet. He can help you with your insurance. If you have a renewal or a new insurance you want to pick up, he will save you money. He can save you $750 or more. I've got homeowners, earthquake, and a life insurance policy right now through Mark Nimitz. He's got great service, great communication. He takes care of everything. He makes it simple and easy, and he saves you money, and he's a San Diegan. So if you want to support his business, he does business with us. So if you support the Wrap-Up Show, please support Mark Nimitz, Farmers Insurance. You can click the link in the description down below to get to his website. It's on the screen, and you can get a quote online, a free quote online for whatever you need: auto, home, business, life, condo, renters, earthquake, and more. Get it online through Mark Nimitz. Here's the thing. When you contact Mark, we'll talk to you about your insurance, but I'll also just talk to you about the Padres. Huge Padres fan, lifelong San Diegan, big supporter of this channel. Save money on your insurance the next time you have a renewal. Before you renew, call Mark at Farmers.
Yeah, go to check out Mark right now. All his information is above my head. mnimitz at farmersagent.com. When you reach out to our buddy Mark, let him know that John and Jim from the Wrap-Up Show sent you.
Mark, appreciate your support as always. Appreciate the support of everyone here in the chat, live or on replay. I want to get to the super chat that just came in from Dante's good comment, who says, need to change offensive philosophy of taking pitches, especially 2-strike pitches all season long. Too many Ks looking. Don't leave it up to the umps. I'm on board with that. They've taken way too many called third strikes this year. I have no idea why. Juan Soto is a big part of that. He's not the only part of that. There were a number of called third strikes yesterday, I want to say, if memory serves, and it wasn't just Soto. I don't understand that, but it is a little bit confounding.
I mean, I don't watch many other teams. I just focus on the Padres, but it feels like the Padres have to be in the lower half of baseball, or at least not the lower, but the higher end of baseball called third strikes looking. Have to be. And for a team that is this talented, there's no fucking way you should be looking at that many third pitch strikes. Like,
dude, the umpires are probably icing their arms after Padres games because they're doing so many called third strikes. Dude, bad joke. All right, JD's third. This is a really good comment that I want to get to. Jim, what do you think of this? Are we hypocrites if we love and laugh at the Kershaw crying meme on the scoreboard, right? Whatever decision to display that, and then what Eduardo Perez said?
Are we hypocrites if we love and laugh?
No, because one is stupid, team fun, and the other is national media, which should be unbiased and objective. The Padres are the Padres, so they should be poking fun at other teams.
The Padres,
ESPN should play it down the middle, right?
When it comes to whatever the Padres do and their production team, you won't find a bigger homer, of course, for the franchise than the Padres themselves. Because guess what? That's what they're supposed to do.
Padres.
They are the Padres.
The Padres are the Padres.
The Padres are the Padres. Okay? Like you said, John, ESPN, and it's a national broadcast, this shit's down the middle.
Yeah. What? What's your angle there? Are you mad that he took steroids? Then just say that. If you're upset with what happened in 2022 and his decisions, the motorcycle being untruthful, the positive, then talk about that. That's fine. That's an unbiased critique. That's his opinion. But to compare Betts to Tatis in that moment and one's good and the other isn't, give me a break.
Yeah, I think the tone of it was just completely just the wrong tone.
Yeah.
And it felt like he was directing it at Tatis.
He was so happy.
He
take that.
He's like, that's what a superstar looks like, Fernando. What?
Wait, what?
The fuck are we talking about here?
What the hell are we talking about? Back to John Fields in these super chats. Thanks, guys, for the supers. Just click the $ in the chat box. It's a Sunday night. The Padres lose to the Dodgers 5-2-10. And the Padres will be in Minnesota Tuesday to begin a 6-game road trip through Minnesota and through L.A. He says, I would much rather beat L.A. in L.A. We'll get them next weekend, LFGSD. I like the positive. I like the positive super chat, John. It's early, and they still have 10 more games against each other, and they are going to meet next weekend. I think it's a good point. And I don't think we're going crazy, oh my gosh, how can you lose that game? It's just disappointing, and it's tough, and it's a bit heartbreaking, but nobody's saying season over. And we'll see what happens next weekend. Do they win 2 out of 3? Do they lose 2 out of 3? And whatever happens there will set the narrative moving forward.
Yeah. Again, I was like, okay, if they lose 2 or 3, I'm just going to wait to see how I feel about it. I'm not going to have any preconceived thoughts of if they lose 2 or 3, I'm going to be mad. Right. I was just how do these play out? And I'll let you know what my feeling is on this series. And I'm completely opposite of how I felt last year after Dodger series, because I thought that each one of these games could have gone either way, and the Padres played well. But I am more or less more upset with the Padres than I am with the Dodgers.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm way more upset with the Padres because they're better than this, and just we know that they can. We know they can easily match up with the Dodgers. There's no question about that. We know that they easily can score runs, but the fact that it just happens like this a lot gets you more and more frustrated with how this team is played.
I agree with you. By the way, shout out to our buddies at June Shine. Jay, thank you. Drinking some Pog. passion fruit, orange guava. You know,
Oh, it must be
Jim.
nice.
If you know, you know. Thank you, June Shine. Check out their tasting room, by the way. Great spot. I was there earlier this week. They had a watch party Friday night for that Padres win over the Dodgers. So make sure to support June Shine if you drink kombucha. HBVV, BRBF, BBFBN. Thank you for the super. Let's see. He says Bogey gets to play his ex at Petco in a few weeks. Yes. Red Sox will be here the next time the Padres are at home over a weekend. Isn't that right? Maybe 2 weeks from now?
It's not this weekend. It's the upcoming weekend or the following
Yep.
weekend. Excuse me.
Yeah, so about 2 weeks. Yeah, it's a big series, obviously. I mean, huge crowds. You'll have a lot of Red Sox fans, I'm sure. Crowds are huge regardless of who they're playing right now. And unfortunately, see, here's the thing. The team is not living up to what, like they're getting way more support than what they're showing us on field, which is a credit to the fans.
Way more.
I mean, the fan support's been unwavering, and this team's got to show up at home. I mean, it's like soon. They've played 21 home games. Now, only 19 of them have been at Petco Park, but it's not like they've played over 1/4 of their home games. So, yeah, there's a lot of home games remaining, but like they got to turn this thing around. This cannot last a half season or more the way they're playing at home right now, especially in front of these crowds. You're playing in front of 45,000 people and not scoring for 10 consecutive innings.
Mm-hmm. And it's not like the Dodgers scored a bunch of runs this series either.
No, they didn't. You're right.
But they just got the more timely hits that
They did.
the
Chris Taylor,
Padres.
Betts.
The Padres
Tenth
just have not even come close to getting those timely hits yet. And that's what the frustrating part is.
And I'm with you on Soto Walks. Thank you for your super chat as well. Again, he says, too bad we don't have clutch hitting like Mookie. I think there has been clutch hitting. I mean, Tatis 2 days ago against Kershaw is clutch. I mean, he's the only player in the history of baseball with multiple home run games against Clayton Kershaw. So Tatis has already had moments, and the Padres have had some moments this year. But that kind of moment, yeah, they had the back-to-back home runs at home. Whenever that was, felt like a lifetime ago when Hassan Kim walked off. So they need more clutch hitting is what they need. It's not that they've never had a clutch hit. It's just they have not been clutch by and large, and they need more clutch hitting. I mean, that Mookie Betts hit is a springboard hit. I know it's cliche, but give me a break. These two teams are heading, I mean, the final game of a series, and one team wins that way and the other team loses that way. There's some momentum there, you would think. The Dodgers have won 8 of 9. Like, you got to cool them off. Like, the Padres may have to cool them off next weekend, or you're going to get in trouble. If the Dodgers play like this for another 7 or 10 days, you can find yourself 7-8 games out.
And we know that they can absolutely do that.
Right.
And there's the thing. We have yet to see the Padres do that in this iteration of team.
Well, they had the 9-4 run up and through Friday night.
Win 7 of 8.
Okay, I'm with you. I hope they do. Thank you for the super. I don't think we've ever seen a super from Zug Zwanging.
Zug Zwanging?
My beat tonight. Okay, his beef. Pods are 1-15 when I go to Petco. Hold on. Is this all time?
My bad. That's what he says.
My bad tonight? Oh, I get it.
My B. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I get it. I'm new here.
Such a noob.
I'm the final year of millennials, or I'm like the oldest millennial.
You're not even a millennial.
Yes, I am. 1980.
Okay.
I was just reading an article about it, actually.
Wow.
1-15?
You're never go. What are you doing?
Stop going, Zoogs.
Literally, what? Like, just don't go. It's not that hard.
This is funny. He keeps thinking this time will be different. I'm with you. It's not your fault.
I mean, I don't blame you because, I mean, hey, if you want to go to a baseball game, go to a baseball game. But just know they're going to lose. But it's your fault. So, good job.
Oh, man.
You're the reason why. Zug Wangin.
Man, it's tough to keep up with the chat. The chat is humming right now. All right. While we have a moment, as we always do, we tell you about our partners, including our friends at Aura. But the only way to tell you about our friends at Aura would be to pull up their website. So ora.organic, they are huge supporters of this channel. If you're looking to get healthier this year, you can do so with our friends over at Aura. This is a plant-based nutrition company. Their co-founder, Will, is a huge Padres fan and a San Diegan. They have offices right here in San Diego in Liberty Station. They've got a 20% off special going on right now. through May 11th. You use promo code MOMDAY23. You get 20% off, whether it's their probiotic, which is an incredible product. I've been taking it for over a year. Take it every single day for digestion and heart health, mental clarity as well. They've got proteins for after workouts, pre-workout supplements, omega-3 oils. If you're taking a fish oil, Aura's got a plant-based omega-3 oil for you. They have immunity pills. They have sleep pills. They got something for everyone. You can shop the website. You can take a look at it on the screen. You can get there by clicking the link in the description down below here on YouTube. Find out all of their products. And again, get 20% off by using promo code MOMDAY23, MOMDAY 23. If you're looking to get healthier this year, yourself, your spouse, your family, your friends, if you want to support a business that does business with us right here in the San Diego community, check out Aura at ora.organic or by clicking the link down below.
Yeah, go there right now, www.aura.organic. They have everything you need to live a healthy lifestyle. All their protein and supplements are plant-based and organic. It's the cleanest on the market. Go check them out right now. Pick up some supplements. Try them out. I guarantee you that you will feel better about yourself and you'll actually like all these products. So www.aura.organic. When you pick up some stuff, try it, and you'll thank us later.
Oh, you'll thank us later. Iron Swan, kombucha will erase memories if you drink a lot of it. You just have to drink a lot of it, but it can do that. But don't drive, obviously, when drinking. Okay, let me get back to these super chats. Guys, thank you. Please subscribe if you're here. Padres lose to the Dodgers 5-2. John and Jim with you. Smash the like button for us. Easy to do. Doesn't cost you a penny. If you're here, hit that like button for us. Follow us on Twitter at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. Thank you for the supers like this one from our new super rugby girl, Triple X. Thank you for the supers. Thank you for the super. Thanks if you're here on replay. And thank you for the memberships as well. Click join. Super Rugby Girl Triple X Jim says LFG, LFG, LFG. Thank you, Super Rugby Girl Triple X. Is that your real name?
She said, John and Jim be looking fine, is what this person says.
Who says that?
Super Rugby Girl Triple X.
Super Rugby Girl. You don't have to say that. Well, you know. Stop! Come on!
Stop. Don't stop it! Don't say that.
We don't want you to say that, but just comment in the chat below if you want to say something like that to us. JD's third, thank you for this for the super. He says Petco sounded like Dodger Stadium tonight. Sad. Okay, Jim, you were there. No, you weren't. Yes, you were.
I was there Friday.
You were there Friday night.
I was there for the only win. Shout out to Carlos, by the way.
Yeah, actually, wait. Before you do that, I need to read Carlos's WhatsApp because he can't super tonight because he's not in here. He wanted me to read this. I went to all 3 games and they played like crap. They were all winnable, and Soto and Nola can't step up. Pathetic. That's Carlos tonight in WhatsApp.
Carlos is very special. He is the fan that lives and dies with every pitch, and I love you for it, Carlos.
Yeah, he's a huge Padres fan.
Also, too, I think we might have forgot the other night. A lot of things were happening, but Alex and Selena, have to give a shout out to you two. You came up to us on Friday at the Blind Burrow.
Okay.
Remember they came. I think they've come to Fair Play before.
Oh yes, but, I do. Yep.
Alex, I know you're probably watching this show, maybe on repeat, or if you're watching right now. But remember. Shout out to you and Selena. Thank you guys for always watching. Thank you for being a huge supporter of the wrap up show. Love you guys.
Yeah, appreciate that. Okay, what was the crowd like on Friday night? You said 70-30 maybe?
I thought it was 70-30. I didn't walk around much, but also the Padres jumped out to that lead with Tatis and his 2 home runs, and when the Padres are winning, they're going to drown out the Dodger fans. You know, when the Padres are losing, you're going to hear more Dodger fans because why would Padre fans be cheering at losing? They're not. That's just how it is. But there were significantly more Padres fans on Friday night than Dodger fans, I thought.
Yeah, today it seemed pretty loud for the Dodgers, but I wasn't there. I mean, I don't. Yeah, if anyone was there, I mean, what would you estimate the crowd at tonight if you were there? Was 70-30 Padres, 60-40, 55-45, 50-50? Because I wasn't there, but it sounded loud when the Dodgers were rallying. HBVVBRBFBBFBN or whatever it is. Thank you again for the super. He says Hassan Kim's translator has contributed more than Soto. Listen, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to say. if you think that if you had 9 Kims, the team would be better off than having 9 Sotos, then
No.
more power to you. You know, Kim, I guess I don't even know what Kim has done. He's had some moments. He had a couple hits today. He plays good defense. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I'm not going to go on the Ha-Seong Kim. Like, needs to go route. I already said I'm not going to come on here when they lose. I'm not going to.
No, he's pro. He's saying Kim is like the greatest player ever, but Soto sucks.
Okay.
All right, next time just read the super. All right,
I did read the super.
Thank you, Jeff the Crusher, for the super chat. He says, "Hi guys, finally made it to a live show. Thank you, Jeff the Crusher. Appreciate your super chat. Frustrating weekend. Every game very winnable. Not panic time yet, but time for the bats to carry the load. Wasted some great pitching. Spot on, dude. Completely spot on. Could have swept this series. It is frustrating. It's absolutely not time to panic. But they gotta at some point they gotta like turn it on a little bit. And this is a tough trip through Minnesota and LA. And I don't want to see him go 2-4 or worse. I'd like to see him go 4-2 or better. Easier said than done. But time to start playing consistent baseball because they haven't done it as of yet.
Yeah, we're May 7th. We're not in September. We're not September 7th, thankfully.
Yeah.
But you just keep waiting. You keep waiting and you keep waiting. And it's just frustrating. It's the talent you have on this team, the amount of sellouts that you have already had at Petco Park. I mean, if I'm a diehard fan, this is pathetic. I'm raging.
Yeah, like if you have season tickets, you've been there 19 times or 18 of these 19 games.
You're like, what the fuck is this?
What have you seen? You've seen the walk-off with Kim?
Like this is
Tatis.
it. This is it right here.
Yeah.
And he's got Juan Soto. Really?
They're 8-11. 8-11 at Petco Park. Come on.
It needs to change. It needs to change very quickly,
right?
Because you need to be a significantly better home team, like significantly better.
Yeah, they got to go 46-35 at home.
Minimum.
They got to go 46-35 at home, something like that. And that's not going to be easy to do right now.
Minimum.
Yeah, I'm with you. As you mentioned, the super chat from Super Rugby Girl XXX, who says John and Jim be looking fine. That's the first time anyone has said that via Super or not via Super.
Yeah.
So we will take the first compliment in like 4 years. So thank you very much, Super XXX. Whatever the wrestler's name was. Wasn't there a wrestler XXX?
Triple H.
Whatever. I'm such an idiot. Let me get to this from Ben Matthews. Thank you, Ben, for your super chat. Ben says, tough and disappointing way to end the series, but got to shake it off and focus up for the next series. We will have another chance next weekend. Only way to look at it. I'm sure that everyone's going to sleep fine. The World Series isn't over. They should sleep fine. They have Monday off. You can't go crazy about this stuff. This will happen in a baseball season. You'll win a game in the ninth inning. You'll lose a game in the ninth inning. It sucks when it's against the Dodgers and Mookie Betts on Sunday Night Baseball. I think that happens to suck, but there's only one thing to do, which is look to the next game.
Yeah, I mean, you got an off day tomorrow. You go to Minnesota for 3, win 2 or 3 there, and get ready to face the Dodgers next weekend in LA. When I think, like we've been talking about, that's going to be the first time where we're actually really going to see Tatis in an environment that he's never been in before.
Correct.
And so you guys, I'm talking about the team, needs to kind of rally around Tatis, because he can't do this on his own. And you're going to need to help him out. And by helping him out, I mean, go out there and score runs, get some clutch hitting, and win the series. Because if you go into LA and you lose 2 or 3, and you guys, again, don't score any runs, and Tatis is getting booed just unmerciful. Is it unmerciful?
We forget the word. Let's just say if he's getting booed a lot.
Booed a lot. And you guys don't help him out. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Hey, you were there on Friday. What did you think of the pitch clock in person? Thank you, JD Gaucho. He says at least we're all used to the pitch clock now. What did you think of the pitch clock Friday night?
Didn't even notice it.
Really?
Didn't even notice it. It made everything go quicker. The pace was definitely much better in person. I did order some sliders in like the second inning, and it didn't get to me until like the sixth,
Probably because of the clock.
or the fifth. But it's fine. I didn't notice it one time.
Yeah, I haven't noticed it as much recently, and the games are moving at a half decent clip. I want to say this 10-inning game. I don't have it in front of me, Jim. Was this even a 3-hour game? Maybe it's just over. Let me find it in the box. 312 for 10 innings. It's not bad. 312. So you're probably talking about 255 if it was 9 innings, something like that. It's really not bad at all. Guys, we do want to remind you about our new partner here on the Wrap-Up Show, Underdog Fantasy. This is the best and easiest place to play fantasy sports, okay? UnderdogFantasy.com. Use promo code PODSWRAP. You get a 100% deposit match up to $100. You can win 20 times your money in a single night playing daily fantasy pick'em. Get 2 right, you win 3 times your money. Get 5 right, you can win 20 times your money. With Pick'em Insurance, you can get 1 wrong and still win 10 times your money. So again, go to UnderdogFantasy.com, use promo code PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP, and get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Again, a 100% deposit match up to $100. I think, this is interesting. So they're giving away a pick tomorrow, Jim, in the NBA. So I just told you get 2 right, you win 3 times your money. They'll give you 1 tomorrow. There's a special going on right now in the pick'ems under NBA. It says higher or lower than LeBron James scoring a half point tomorrow night. Do you think LeBron James will score a half point tomorrow night against the Warriors or more? Do you think he scores higher or lower than a half point against the Warriors at home?
He's probably going to have like 34 points. And
so you'd say more than a half point?
Dude, yeah, this series is over, bro.
Okay, the series is over. Lakers are up 2-1.
Yeah.
So they're giving you one of your 2 pick'ems to win money. Okay,
if they're giving you LeBron half a point tomorrow, higher or lower, you win.
They want you in. So go to UnderdogFantasy.com or download the app. Use promo code PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP, and get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Again, use promo code PODSWRAP, get a 100% deposit match up to $100. While we have a moment, Jim, can you talk about our? I'll pull up the merch for our merch, like the John and Jim merch.
I have it. Hold on.
You have it. You pull it up. Tell us about the new merch that we just launched. And by we, I mean you.
Well, when this team wins,
nice segue.
The vibes are great. I mean, the vibes besides this weekend have been fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Other than those games,
other than the world ending and the meme that was heard around the world, and lame former UT editors that bitch and cry about everything on social media all the time and how they're like not upset with it,
you were so mad.
But yet
it's
they
amazing.
Still like go on social media and tell everybody how they don't care, but you keep talking about it. And lame old heads that used to play the game of baseball and think that the only way you can have an opinion is if you used to play in the big leagues. Other than that, vibes have been great. So go get your good vibes John and Jim t-shirts and
click
sweatshirts right now with the sombrero. I think that's a fantastic way to cheer yourself up.
Dude, good vibes. They're 8-11 at home. Pick up a good vibe shirt.
And also, if you want to get our pinata shirts, John and Jim pinatas.
Yeah, they probably don't even remember what a pinata looks like after losing the last 2 nights.
They probably like burned all the pinatas. Or an Offita shirt, if you know. Or even a Wrap-Up Show City Connect shirt.
Yes. So there's a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, or Wrap-Up Show. It's my sign right here. Behind me.
That's literally the sign behind Jim.
That's my sign.
Show it in a different color. It's hard to see in that color. Click on the white or the gray or something.
Hold on.
It's right there. Click on the other circles.
Yeah.
Yes. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. Look at that. That's clean.
Wrap-Up Show. It's my sign right there.
It's clean, man.
On the shirt. So go check it out right now.
So click the link. I put it in the chat. It's also in the description down below if you're watching on YouTube. Great way to support the channel. Wait a lot. EB says these prices are insane. I can get 3 shirts for $15. Where? Yeah, Hanes. Yeah, sure. Yeah, at Walmart for 3 white t-shirts. Where can you get 3 shirts for $15?
they're shitty shirts. If you get if you got 3 shirts for $15, they're shitty shirts.
Dude, the shirts are like, hold on. The shirts are like $22, aren't they? I mean, that's basically the cost of a shirt.
And these are amazing quality. And no one's selling shirts that are like
hold on.
$10.
But wait, there's more. If you buy it right now, it's 15% off everything.
Oh, fuck.
What'd you just do?
Oh, I hit my hand on my desk. Ow.
Bro, you couldn't play sports at a high level.
Oh, I'm
Are you
fine.
all right?
I'm fine. I just broke my finger. It's fine.
Oh, no big deal.
The mom and pop shop in LA. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they hold up.
Send me the link.
Yeah.
Shirts hold up.
At the
Are
swap
they just
meet.
plain?
Like they're on the ground, like you find them outside.
In what nation are you purchasing 3 shirts for $15?
You're not.
This is great. Ben, thank you for the super. A couple of more minutes here, guys. If you want to make sure we get your comment, get your super in right now, click the $ below the chat box. We'll get to all supers that roll in. Click the $ below the chat box. Ben says, anyone else annoyed with the ESPN commentators? We talked about this earlier. Never excited to see they're doing the game Tatis. That's what a superstar looks like. Crazy stuff. LOL. We talked about that. That's ridiculous, Ben. That's utter stupidity.
Eyewash is fucking. It's like
Now,
the most.
the other stuff, I don't know. I mean, I watched the game. I didn't think it was overly good. I didn't think it was overly horrific. Other than that,
I don't
comment.
care. I just you know what you're gonna get. Okay, you're not gonna get them done at Dawn and Mud broadcast. It's just going to be a watered down, generic version of a broadcast. But the comment that Eduardo Perez made, you're like, what the fuck?
Why don't you just say, I hate Fernando Tatis Jr.?
And I'm sure like dude, I would bet you Eduardo Perez knows the Tatis family pretty damn well. So why say that?
I think it was just like off the cuff, dumb, like bad.
There's been a lot of commentators lately making some.
I love this comment from Maggie, who picked up the Good Vibe shirt, I think a couple of days ago. She says the vibes better actually be good by the time my Good Vibe shirt arrives.
I hope so, Maggie. I hope so.
It's still
no guaranteed. There's no like disclaimer in the shirt that says no matter what, the vibes will always be good.
Exactly. We cannot guarantee that. Before we get out of here, I do have one more thing to ask of our viewers, and that would be to vote for us in the Best of UT Readers poll, because you only have another week, I think, to do that. And it takes like 30 seconds. And we won the best sports talk show in San Diego, I want to say last year, for John and Jim.
We did.
Did we?
We won some. We won.
Where's the damn trophy? Who has that? Do you have that?
I think it's in my storage unit.
Oh, great. That's great. Well, if you'd like to help us
it's in my room. It's in my room. I just haven't
to help us win another thing that's to put in Jim's storage unit. Click on the link that I just put in the chat.
Don't you
have something? Takes like 30 seconds.
Don't you have something?
No, you like took them all.
No, you have a couple and I have one. I don't know where they are, dude.
I don't see it.
Yeah, help us win another one of those things.
Help us win one, because we don't know where the first one is.
Yeah, we need another one to replace it.
Click the link. We're nominated for 3 categories. I don't know what they are. Sports talk show, radio show, and something else. Drive time show.
Drive time show, talk show, and sports talk show.
Okay, so Murray, this is interesting. Because I don't blame Murray, because when I'm in YouTube channels, I don't know if I necessarily know how to do supers. So he says he wants to support the channel. Help me out, John and Jim, with how to do super chats. I'm computer illiterate. I'm serious. This isn't a trolling.
There's a money sign in the chat, I think, and you just press on it, and it.
You think? Yeah.
And it asks you how much you want to send in.
That was a terrible explanation. I'm with you. I don't know how to do it either. But I think you already have to like register. You have to have like a credit card registered with YouTube, I assume. I'm clicking on YouTube right now. Hold on. It's John Schaefer. Let me see if I can comment. Oh, look. It's me and you.
Oh, shocker. Cool.
Hold on. Yeah, so if I click the $, show your support with a super chat. Yeah, you can do a super chat. But how do you pay?
This is great.
I think I'm going to take out my credit card, but I don't have it on me. Oh, yeah, I do. I'm going to do a super.
If you just like look up on YouTube how to send in super chats, it will help you out there because we aren't clearly smart enough to tell you how to do it.
Hold on. Let me see which one. No, it's super easy.
Why don't you just flash your credit card in front of the whole freaking screen? There you go. Be a man. Oh, great. Now someone's going to pause it and get your credit card number. And you're going to lose.
No, it's on the back. It's on the back. You can look at the front.
Smart.
Oh, that's probably so dumb. I'm going to be like,
you're like, 6432441.
Such an idiot.
Jesus,
hold on,
dude.
Yeah. I mean, it's super easy. I can tell you how to do it because I'm going to do it. You click. So on YouTube, you just click the $sign. Then that's all you have to do. Then you put in how much you want to donate, and then you put in your payment method. Like, how long did it take me to do that, Jim? 1 minute?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's check the channel. Oh, first we got back-to-back. We got Claire and we got John Schaefer with the supers. Hold on.
No, first we got Pedro.
Oh, shoot. Go to Pedro.
Who was telling us to eat corn the long way.
What am I missing on this?
And then Claire, who's like, I've been there before. Yeah, it turned into a shirt. So thanks, Claire. And then
what am I missing on this? Is there
super?
Oh,
John, look at John.
That's me.
It's your first super.
Hey, guys.
He really is, guys. Yeah, pay yourself $100 to be a man.
That's hilarious. Wait, hold on. You can't have someone do a super and click on it for 1 second, Jim.
Yes, you can. Have you ever watched other channels that do supers?
Yeah, guess what? That's not this channel. I want to actually appreciate our viewers.
Do you want to appreciate someone telling us to eat corn the long way?
Well, I want to appreciate Pedro. He's a loyal viewer of the channel. So, yes, I'm happy to do that.
He told us to go suck a dick.
Whatever. For $5.
So we're just going to whore us up. Just tell us whatever you want for $5. It's fine.
Pedro's a fan. He's here. Claire's a fan. We have a T-shirt in Claire's honor. And, like, I'm a fan. Don't just click on me for 1 second.
I'll block you.
All right, guys. This was fun. We'll be back with you Tuesday night. Join us tomorrow on the radio, 3 to 6, talking about everything that didn't go right for the Padres after the Kershaw meme game over the last 2 days. But we'll get you ready for Tuesday against the Twins, next weekend against the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium as well. If you're here, live or on replay, please subscribe. Please smash the like button for us. And please follow us on Twitter at John Schaefer. At Jim Russell SD. Please support our partners, Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. If you have insurance needs, click the link in the description down below. Mark Nimitz will save you money on your insurance. He's a San Diegan and a great insurance agent. Aura, if you're looking to get healthier, please support Aura, local business as well. There's a link in the description down below. They have 20% off as well going on for Mother's Day at ora.organic. And again, underdogfantasy.com, best and easiest place to play fantasy sports. They're basically giving away chances to win tomorrow on their pick'em contesting. Go to underdogfantasy.com or download the app and use promo code PADSWRAP, PADSWRAP, and get a 100% deposit match up to $100. All right, Padres lose 5-2 to the Dodgers. We'll see you tomorrow on the radio at 3 p.m. We'll catch up Tuesday night following Game 1 of Twins-Padres in Minneapolis. And for Jim, I'm John. This has been the Wrap-Up Show. Peace.
Peace out.